Good evening. Had a little bit of technical difficulties on the initial startup, so we're getting started a little bit late. Message the guys because they were waiting on us.
All right, what is going on, Trevor?
Oh, just a typical Monday situation of being all geared up and ready to go, and then got a little bit of a unforeseen. But hey, we're rolling forward. How's your Monday going?
We should have picked a different day for this show, man.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
I
chill
mean,
on a Monday with all these type of situations, right?
oh yeah, he's so hard, dude.
All right. Well, this is gonna be an exciting matchup. Got some guys in the Everett area matching up at the Golden Fleece. I have to say that the Golden Fleece has my favorite layout of a pool room that I've ever been in. Like the upstairs downstairs dynamic is like I remember when the first time I walked in, I was like, "Oh, this place is pretty cool." And they're like, "Oh, have you gone downstairs yet?" I was like, "No." Go down there and there's just like another room that's got more tables in it, and it was all quiet, and I was like, "Oh, this is it for me."
Yeah, no, I've yet to be to the Golden Fleece. I'm very excited to be there Thursday night.
Yeah.
I am very excited.
Yeah, a little teaser we got. Jason, we're going to be joining us at 8 p.m., which is going to be about 50 minutes from now. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the Don Weir Memorial Tournament that's going to be happening starting next Friday. There'll actually be an exhibition match on Thursday night. We'll let him share some of the details and why this event is so special. And us as players, we're excited because some big names that come in there, but there's a lot more to it. So it's gonna be a good weekend. I'm really looking forward to getting to hang out with Zach in person and all the other folks that are gonna be tuning in. And I didn't know it was gonna be your first time at the Fleece. Zach's sharing to our world out there the stream link because we got a little bit of a late start. We are going to be playing 10 ball race to 11. And looks like Dave won the lag. Watch this first break, and then I'm going to go into the player questionnaire really quick. 10 ball, I don't think counts on the break unless you call it. Nice break from Dave, though. All right. Well, we'll we'll start with Dave at a 6:39 Fargo. Asked him when he started playing pool. 37 years ago. His home table is here at the Golden Fleece. His playing cue he listed as unknown maker, so it's one that's felt good to him apparently, and he's used it for a good long while. And his favorite game is one pocket. His least favorite shot on the table is long and straight. Now, if anybody in the chat knows the answer or what this means in the next one, when I asked what his biggest or most favorite win or achievement in pool, he just listed world record. So I didn't get a chance to look that up and figure out exactly what that means. But
Who is it, Dave?
yeah, he just put world
Okay,
record in there.
Guinness World Record holder. All right,
Yeah, so
I'll have
like
to ask him about that this weekend.
I know I'm gonna have to do the same. Dave's other hobbies include traveling, and his favorite player is Efren. And I love his answer for his favorite meal for like in a celebratory situation after a big win or a tournament: mashed potatoes. Ooh,
I
what
like
a
mashed
delicate
potatoes.
little shot right there. And while he's still analyzing this first table, we'll go over SHUCHENG's question here. Uh, Sucheng was given a nickname from Ed Hobbs as CHUCHENG. His Fargo is 660, and he started playing pool in 2012. At home, he's got a 9-foot Brunswick, but when he's out and about and playing, it's typically at Ox Billiards. His cue that he's shooting with is a 12.4 Revo with a Lucasi hybrid butt. His favorite game is what we're playing tonight. That's 10 ball. Uh, he actually listed one that I haven't seen before in his least favorite shots, but I can definitely understand. It says when the cue ball and the object ball are very close together. His biggest winner favorite pool accomplishment is on a 3-year winning streak for the preliminaries U.S. Amateur. He wants to shout out James Chin for teaching him his pool fundamentals. His other hobbies include board games, soccer, karaoke, and guitar. His favorite player is Ko Ping Yi, and he also put in parentheses, he says, but Federgors is pretty phenomenal also. Uh, he has a list of different things that he likes to eat depending on what he is feeling in the moment. For a celebratory meal, a hot pot, Asian barbecue, or surf and turf. All right. Oh, looked up after reading that off. And is he give enough of the edge away of the 6? What do you think? I think so.
Oh, I think he's got enough. Yeah, and this the way he kind of got down and lined up. I think he's good to go.
Ooh, inside needs to slow down. Oh no, it's fine.
Is he gonna get an angle? I think he's got a little below the 8, so I think he should be able to kind of roll this in, maybe come off of that low long rail.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm over here sharing all this stuff, and I want to hear all these things, but I'm not very good at multitasking.
Yeah. Don't worry, I don't think anybody is, as some people are able to switch between tasks rather quickly.
Right, right. Great shot
Ah,
on that 9 by Chu Chang, and this
yeah.
10 ball to take the first rack of the match.
Ooh, we're wood racking it too.
Oh, I like that.
I like it
Yeah, I
too.
was part of APA Masters, right? And so we go to Vegas, and you can't use magic racks at the World Championship for APA.
Oh, really? Didn't
Yeah,
know that.
so it was all wood rack. It's kind of cool. I mean, I love magic racks, but I thought it was kind of cool that we didn't get to use them.
Yeah, you know, I love Magic Racks too. I'm really happy that they moved the 9 ball onto the spot on the bar box because that's about the only application where the Magic Rack just guarantees that wing ball on a 9 ball break from about 80% of your breaking angles.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
about
because
it.
we just played in a format where we had to play 9 on the spot in a bar box, and like you got to work to get because now the break is the one like if you're playing the 9 on the spot, now the break is the one into the side.
Right.
But you got to work for that. Like you got to hit it good to get it to go there.
Yeah, it's not as guaranteed, that's for sure. Man, I am so happy to relax and be in the show now. It's
Yeah, I know. Me too. I mean, it is Monday after all.
it is
How's your Monday treating you?
uh it's been a little hectic, you know. I mean, gearing up to get ready to head out of town for the Don Weir, and then I was also trying to get like a bunch of the different venues on the schedule for Hot Seat and Chill and just talking with lots of folks. So like I just feel like I've been in go mode and now I get to kind of like sit down and relax and watch some pool and hang out with you.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah,
How
well,
about your Monday? How's it been?
it's been good. You know, he has work today. As I have a little Monday story, I guess. As the crew and I are walking into the job site, the trucks are parked on the side of the road. They're long flatbed trucks, and they carry racks full of scaffold gear. Anyways, so we had to kind of back them into the job site. Well, I was stopping traffic from coming, as the truck was backing in. I believe there was somebody spotting the truck on one side. And then as both of the trucks had gone in, the last truck was just pulling in. I started to let traffic go and I started to walk around and I walked to the front of the truck and I hear this crack. And the truck ran over this like 12-inch pipe that was sticking out of the ground. I mean, this is on a construction site.
Right.
And it broke and it flung pieces everywhere and it was this whole thing. And it was right in front of the guys who put it in.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we had this, we continued to back the trucks up. Like we noticed it, we backed the trucks up, parked the truck, and we notified the general contractor. And me, the driver, and the other spotter all had to go take UAs.
Oh my
So
goodness.
we didn't really get anything done until about noon. We started at 7, and we got back to the job site at 11, and then we took a break, the lunch break, and then we went to work about 12. But that's my Monday, man.
Oh man, that sounds like a
I mean,
doozy.
I could pass a drug test, so it was okay. Like, it was a good way to start the Monday. I don't have to do any work. Just gotta go sit in a waiting room. But I mean, as far as being a company, man, we didn't get to get any work done until about 12, so that sucked.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
my Monday.
and just starting off your day with like,
Oh yeah, I know.
yeah. Well, starting off your week, not only your day, but starting off your week with just kind of like a not a thing that's part of the plan the rest of the week kind of gets into that kind of push stress mode,
Right.
making up. Dang.
But
Was
I mean, other than
responding.
that, it wasn't super go after we got off. Got to kind of sit with you and kind of chat about the show a little bit before we started, and now we're here. I got a LaCroix. Got my boy Trevor. We got the show. We have, I hope, some viewers. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
got some ponies to watch.
Yeah, responding to Dave in the chat. Speaking of some viewers, he has what's in the middle. We got 200 in the middle. Also heard back from the players that they settled on alternate break with no early tens. So there's that. And then also sitting duck. How you doing?
Come here, duck.
Whenever I think of sitting duck, I just think of like a really easy shot.
I think of sitting bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we see that name in our chat fairly often.
Yes, we do. I always like when I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh yeah, I tuned into your show," and I'm like, "Oh, what's your screen name?" If I haven't seen your name before, and they'll tell me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not telling anybody." But it is just kind of nice to know. Quack.
Quack. That's right. I
Yeah.
mean, he has a picture of his face. I do see that.
Oh, well, there's that. Yeah, sitting duck in the chat says quack. By the way, if you don't have the live chat up.
Yeah, I just got him. Have you ever seen the Mighty Ducks?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
but
those
like
movies.
I haven't
And
seen
then at
that
the
since.
end, they just go quack, 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 and they get the whole stadium to do it, like the whole venue. Oh, it was good, man. Those movies are amazing. I need to put those on soon.
Yeah. Sitting duck says I made this name in 1999 when I first played Quake 3. All right. Was that a break and run? No, I think there
I
was.
I don't know.
There may have. I got so involved with your
We're
story about your
we're
Monday
talking
that I
about
couldn't do
Mondays,
that.
man. We're talking about Mondays. Like that's a point. That's a topic.
Yeah, I was invested into your. Like I've been in Mondays and other day situations at work like that, and it's rough.
Yeah.
Amon, how you
Gotta
doing?
get there. We have a monster in the chat right now.
Man, I'm gonna be thinking about that shot he shot Or he's jacked up over that ball and drew it
We
all the
gotta
way.
get some highlight. We gotta get some highlight reels going, man.
Yeah, that
I think we need
it's
to
on
go
my
back and do
to-do
that
list.
one for sure. Oh, I was playing in a tournament this weekend in Vancouver, and I had this shot, and then the only shot I saw was like straight in. The cue ball was on the rail, and I was shooting a 6, I think, playing 9 or 10 ball, and I had to draw. And I was like, dude, you just have to go for it. Like, this is the only shot. And I like jacked up almost 45 degrees, put just this beautiful stroke, and I made the ball, and it drew straight back with shape. And I just could not stop thinking about Amon. I was like, dude, he would be so proud of me.
I know, like, every time I've
I
been
was
in a
so blown
similar
away. I was like, I
situation,
just made that. Like, there's no way.
that's like, if Amon could hit it that pure, like, I gotta be able to have something close to that. Like, I found myself,
Yeah.
like, trying to try it. Thanks, Black Dog Billiards and Sitting Duck both letting us know that that was not a break and run. I thought there was a safety in there, but like I said, I got distracted.
It's Monday, man.
Zach tells such a good story that I just couldn't help myself.
I mean, that was just what happened today.
Sitting Duck says, I'm a sitting duck when I play one pocket with Trevor. Well,
I never
he
know what to
mentions
do.
one time, like it's like every single time.
What? Oh,
He,
one.
yeah, he mentions it the one time that happened, like it's every single time. It's funny.
How many times have you played one pocket with sitting duck?
I have played it quite a few times, but like he's always beaten me until recently. So like,
Getting better.
yeah, actually, Sitting Duck was the first person that I ever played for a little cash that I did not know beforehand. So that was kind of a
Dude.
fun little story. I was I decided I had this childhood dream of just like jumping in my rig with a pocket full of cash, driving to a town that I don't know well, and just try and go into a pool room and get into action. So I head north. I stop in Roseburg because that's the next town, about an hour and a half north of us. And I go to 3 different bars. I couldn't get a $5 game with anybody. Like, just wasn't the scene. Like, it wasn't like I was a big bad player or anything. Like, nobody gambled in the town. So then I drive up to Eugene, which is about another hour and a half, about an hour. Go to a couple different places and go into a little place called Lucky's. I go up to the bartender and I'm like, "Hey, I want to get on a table and I'm looking to see if like anybody around here likes to play for money." Bartender kind of like looks at me and he's like, yeah, I usually do, but I'm working right now." And the bartender was Summerfield Hafner. And
Oh.
and I was,
Summerfield.
yeah, that's how I met Summerfield for the very first time. And
Carry
like, and I
on.
didn't even know who he
Carry
was
on.
that time until much, much later in our travels and different things. And he's like, "But I know a guy." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "I'll go get on this table over here and practice and get ready." And I'm over there practicing for like not very long, maybe like less than 40 minutes. Next thing I know, I look over and here's this guy just standing there with a big old pool case and he's just eyeing me down, super chill. And he comes over and he's like, "Hey, I heard we're looking for some action. You want to play some?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we ended up playing. He beat me all night long and then tells me that they got a private place afterwards or that we can go to afterwards. So that was the first time I ever went to the shop there in Eugene, now Table Stable, and lost more. It was a great
That was a great story.
time.
I'm so glad you shared that with me.
I mean, I forgot about it until we were
Is
just,
this how you meet people? You just get in the car and go?
yeah, that's how you meet people in pool. You just get in the car and go places, and
That's
pool
cool.
players are generally where there's pool tables.
That's true. That
Yeah,
is true. Yeah, I've been on one end of those calls before. I guess there was some guy that came from Texas and he was looking for action, and they hit up me and Randy Baker, and I was like, I couldn't that day. But Randy ended up going and played him, and I think Randy lost like $150. He
Ooh,
lost both sets. Yeah.
yeah. I've had it both ways, like being in your hometown and having somebody roll through that's like looking for action. And I've had a couple of good experiences, and then I've had other times where I'm like, I'm just paying to watch you play pool because it is fantastic. As long as you're willing to play me for what I can afford to lose. Yeah, sitting duck, those were some fun times. Especially when you were beating me at a I don't think I lost that much. He plays cheap, luckily for me, so it wasn't a detrimental evening, it was good times. Smooth. Man, Sucheng just hits the ball with so much intent. I love it. I
I
love
love his
watching him
little
in
hop
person
he does
too.
too in his pre-shot routine when he's like ready. He kind of like hops into his stance.
Yeah, it's kind of like that's the one right there,
Yep.
right
Yeah, I
there.
love it. I love watching that. It's awesome.
It's a super subtle thing, but yeah, no, I hadn't even thought about it until you mentioned it. That when it's like everything's settled and finaled in, like he's locked in, and it's just a little. There it is.
Boy, oh
Ooh.
boy.
What is so
What?
funny about this particular shot is last time that I was up there with Justin and Shucheng at just a weekly tournament, this same situation came up, and we sat and talked about it for like 10 minutes after the match. So I'm curious to see what he decides to do after all of our debates on the different ways you
Boy,
can get out of this.
he's called it in the top left corner, but I don't think he was looking at a bank right there.
Patrick, welcome in.
That's a nice shot right there. So what was the discussion? Because now I want to know.
So that's the shot that he tried playing in the last situation that he was in this shot, and I think he scratched in the side. Um, and we were talking about,
What side? This
potentially,
side right here?
yeah, he scratched into that side. But we had talked about like kicking to the short rail and back at it, bunch of different things. That time he executed it super well. It's a tricky one because like you can double kiss it. There's all sorts of bad things that can happen. Yeah, I'm excited about the Don Weir, man. I've been
I
thinking
know.
about playing in that event since they released the first one, and like, and I then I s- like I didn't know much about it, and then I seen the player field, so that immediately caught my attention because like there's not many times that wow that wow was extenuated because I wasn't sure if I was gonna find the pocket with the cue ball or not. Nice touch on it. Ooh,
Wow.
yeah, it's a all right.
So you were saying Shu Chang likes to play the guitar?
That's what he had karaoke and guitar listed amongst board games, soccer, and other like
Ooh,
ball
I'd
kind
love
of
to get
related
Shu
sports.
Chang in a karaoke bar. Kind
Man,
of fun.
I feel like karaoke comes up on this show far too often for as much as I dislike it. Like this is the second time and not very many
On this
times.
show?
Yeah.
Well, you don't like karaoke, so I guess
I don't
now.
I am so terrible at singing that I
Okay,
feel
well
out of
let me
place in
let me
karaoke.
riddle you this. Okay, here in Salem, we have a venue called Jammers Bar and Grill. It is an Evo Sports venue. We have 2 live stream cameras. And there are tournaments. Oh, it is scratch on the side. I wonder if they're playing early 10s. It is not gonna matter though.
No
Um,
early tens.
okay. There are tournaments lately Thursday nights too, but I don't think that will stick. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. And there's karaoke at 9. And it is you've been to Jammers, so you know how
Yeah,
small
yeah, yeah.
the venue that is. They only have enough room for about 4 tables. How do you feel about that?
How
I
do I
love it.
feel about it?
Personally, there are a lot of players that play in those tournaments that just get sick and tired of the karaoke. And we have like a college nearby, Willamette University. And a lot of the times, like around 10, 11, the college kids will come in and they'll do karaoke and they'll drink, and they'll sit at that big long table in the back. I mean, I love it, man. It's business for the venue, and people are there having a good time and singing. They're not playing pool. And you have people playing for money in a tournament.
Yeah. Sorry, that
How do you feel
position
about
on
it?
his on the 6 ball was great.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
It was just a very easy shot to get into trouble, and he played it absolutely perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
what are your thoughts on karaoke while you're playing in a competitive pool tournament?
oh, like I think it's tough because like it's either somebody's doing a really good job at karaoke and I am like listening to it and possibly distracted, or that it's just so loud that it's hard to like get fully focused. I mean, I wouldn't say that I hate karaoke for that reason, and it's not even that I hate karaoke, it's just, like, I have no place at karaoke because I've tried a couple of times and I know how badly my voice sounds. And then everybody wants me to try, and then once I do, if I do, they're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, you can stop now. We get it."
I mean, I don't know, man. I kinda wanna hear you sing.
No, you don't. It's not even, like,
Cry
enjoyable
me
or
a
funny bad,
river.
it's just
I would
no.
like to hear you sing "Cry Me a River" by Justin Timberlake.
Oh gosh. Yeah, sitting
I
duck
know you can.
earplugs is required for any karaoke play. That's a good call.
Alright, so Dave Bersenadze on the board.
Nice little table run there. A couple of little intricate pattern play that he played to absolute perfection.
Want to tuck you in at night. No?
No. Oh, I mean you can, but I'm not gonna leave it be. I always get so invested at the breaks because like the 10 ball break, like everybody has a slight variation of like the speed that they hit it, the angle that they hit it. And then I just love studying the break.
Now, I will say, I think
Ooh.
he was playing for that one in the side, and
I
if he was,
I
I mean,
agree.
look where the 2 ball's sitting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay attention. The 2 was on the corner, and the 3 was above the other wing. I'm curious, see if we see him break again. Is it considered pattern racking if you put 2 balls only in the same spot and everything else is random?
I think anytime that you kind of like the sandbagging situation where we talked about a couple weeks back is like anytime
Anytime,
that
yeah,
you're
no
doing
matter
something
how
intense.
extreme it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think that's a less like hard line just because it's still a break and nothing is consistent with
Right,
wood
right.
racks. So like it's hard to say, but yeah. I mean, if you were like to go down to the basic definition of pattern racking. Anything outside of the 1 and the 10 in the same spot is considered a pattern if that's what your next shot's going to lead to, potentially. Did you tune into any of the...
Ooh.
That had some movement on it.
Right. I love those. I love those shots too. I've had to use them in matches where you play like this with inside and then the cue ball just comes up table.
Yeah.
I love those shots. I used to practice those, but then they came up in a match. I'm like, oh, I can use this? Oh my god.
David in the chat saying,
oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Wax the cue ball.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
have you ever played with a wax cue ball or something on the cue ball?
Not intentionally, no, but like I've played with like highly polished balls on like new felt that would play something comparable to
like
what
brand new felt on freshly polished balls. Because I know what that plays like, right? It's like an ice rink.
It is like an ice rink. Like everything is so slick and just hard to control.
So I took a clinic at Roadhouse in Eugene, and also as an EvoSports venue. I'd love to get them on the show. I did a clinic with Dennis Hatch and Earl Strickland.
Okay.
And right at the beginning, Earl pulls out this rag and a bottle of Armor All, like, and he sprays it on the rag, and he goes, "First things first, we're gonna get these tables into prime playing condition." And he wipes the table down with Armor All, wipes the cue ball with Armor All. And he goes, "All right." He goes, "This is how pool should be played. This is real pool." Like, Earl gets on his thing, right? This is real pool. And I was kind of like looking at Dennis because like he just kind of seemed normal, and I was like, he's just like, yeah, just kind of like looked at me and didn't really ask any questions. Playing a stop shot with Armor All on the cue ball and the felt is impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible. Okay. You put you try to play a stop shot, like a normal stop shot, even if you're playing on brand new felt with polished balls, you're drawing 3 feet.
Right.
It blew my mind. It was like it was almost like the ball was just so light, and it just like I just can't describe the feeling playing with that. It was insane.
You're just
like
taking away all the friction.
You had to use so Earl would have us run out, which that was ruined for me because he made me do it with a closed bridge. I can't play with a closed bridge. It was like I couldn't make a ball. I played probably like a 350. I swear I just couldn't make anything. Like it was like so awkward, and I was like focused on the bridge and not my actual the ball,
Yeah.
And I was like a 560 at this point. Like, I kind of know how to play pool, and I'm like could not make a ball. I was like could not get shape for anything. And anyways, but he would say high left, high right. Like this is kind of how he did it. So if you were like a mid to low 400s, it'd be very, very helpful, right? To kind of move the cue ball around the table, running a whole rack of 9-ball out. Well, dude, it was just so hard. Like I couldn't do anything right. So then I started to not use any English at all and just use kind of gas. And I would use the high right and the high left. But dude, it blew my mind at how much action you could get on the cue ball. Like it was insane, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and I've definitely never played on conditions with Armor All or something like that. Like my closest reference would be just new balls on new felt. Brenda's in the chat. So what we do with this show is we kind of talk about venues and local happenings and world happenings for the first half until someone gets to about 6, kind of let the players get rolling and get comfortable. And then once we get to the second half, we kind of go in the full commentary mode. So we're going to have in about 15 minutes, Jason Weir is going to come on and do a remote interview just talking about the Don Weir and the events that's going to be happening. And once these guys get to the first to sixth, then we go in the full commentator mode and kind of get invested into the action once it starts getting down to the wire.
Yeah, thanks for that, Trevor.
And I mean, I was watching, and Dave, that safety that SHUCHENG played locked him up on the backside of the 3 ball there. I think that's a 3, maybe it's a 5 up top left. And that 2-rail kick to get safe was sweet. But yeah,
So yeah,
back on
I mean,
the
I know
wax
it's funny
balls,
too
like,
because
go ahead.
I was gonna finish up my whole thing with Earl, right? Because I couldn't shoot, I couldn't make a ball, and then I'm just gonna say, Sitting Duck and I ended up playing Scotch together against Earl and Dennis, and I was playing with my open hand bridge like I normally do, and we ran like a full rack of 9 ball and beat him.
Nice.
And Earl's like, "Where's that? I thought you couldn't shoot." I was like, "Well, I was playing with your bridge. Now I'm playing with my bridge."
I was just listening to you.
So that was a very fun experience I've had with Sitting Duck. I'll never forget that.
Awesome.
But back to the subject of wax on balls.
Yeah, sorry, I'm watching this hit really quick before we do because it's kind of, yeah,
Look at that.
nice touch. Didn't
Kind of
quite get as
died
far
past that
over.
rail too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was
I saw
actually
the
gonna.
little hand flip.
A couple tables, around they have really springy rails, and I think with that speed, it had a springy rail. Like you had a really good chance of getting to that 9.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
but
saying
yeah,
the rails are dead, right? But there are some rails that just absolutely spring.
yeah. But yeah, back on the wax ball situation, like, I just thought it was an interesting way that it was handled and addressed. I mean, it was mostly broadcast by a widely known gambler, and like my first thought when I heard his take on the situation, what a bank. His take on the situation that he was broadcasting in a public sense was, you know, this cheating is happening, and naming a group of players rather than an individual player, I thought was like an interesting take. And my first response to it was just like, oh, he lost money gambling, he's just upset. So I didn't really pay that much attention. And then it became like this whole dialogue from like the worldwide scene of pool, like just talking about, what is the ruling on this? Why is this happening? And I'm just curious to see like what the future could hold, like how that interaction could change how professional pool is played. What a touch.
It was a nice save from SHUCHENG.
And he just parked it on that 8 ball. That little kill roll forward, it's not very easy. And I mean, I imagine if you're playing with wax balls, that's not even possible.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, because you gotta get speed on the 7, right? Because you gotta get it away, but you also gotta slow the cue ball down. But you don't wanna get too much speed on the 7, so like that drag shot almost where it kinda slides and then starts to roll forward
Just at that last second.
just at
Yeah.
that last second. Yeah, it's just a beautiful
Man,
shot to have in your arsenal. What Dave can do here.
that was a super tough spot.
But yeah, I mean, like, what are your thoughts on what can be done, with this situation? Because obviously, like, it can really benefit a player that is doing it, that knows how to play under those conditions versus a player who doesn't even know that it had happened, let alone might not even know how to play with, wax on a ball. Because like in baseball, right, they've implemented this rule recently where because they see a lot of sticky stuff on the baseball, so pitchers can really get a lot of action on the ball, a lot of spin. And so now, before a pitcher walks onto the field or walks off of the field, the umpires will check their gloves, their hands, their hat. This fortunate scratch from SHUCHENG.
Oof.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so they had implemented that rule, so before a pitcher goes on the field and after he leaves the field, he's checked, for substances, that shouldn't be on the ball. So like I mean, even the chat, like you guys can jump in too and like give some take on this. What do you think would be a good way to handle this so it doesn't happen?
Yeah, and I mean,
Or
I
what do you
think,
think, Trevor?
like, I mean, my opinion doesn't matter because it's not going to affect any of the change. I just think like consistency from whoever's running an event. Like, uh, if you're holding a tournament and you have vague rules, like it just leaves openings for misunderstandings, arguments. The more consistent that you have the rule set and the playing conditions, whatever they decide that's going to be. Maybe they just decide, hey, all cue balls will now be waxed, and it's going to be like where you can't do anything more than what it already is. I don't know what they're going to decide to do, but like whatever the
You
situation
can
is, it
put
just
some
has to be
alcohol in
consistent.
you can put some alcohol in your glove and clean the ball.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some sort of an angle that somebody can find if there isn't a rule to stop them. And like my thing is like there wasn't a rule or clearly stated that prevented this or had some sort of action to stop it from happening. So like to jump all over the player for doing a thing that's there's not a rule against. Maybe there's a ethical rule that's unstated at times, but like if you leave it open, like the one of the points that somebody made to me is like lawyers, their entire job is to, or their entire process is to understand the law, find ways that it can work with and for you for their advantage in a courtroom like setting. And like, and that's how they're successful is understanding those rules and working within them,
Right.
so like if the rules need to be fixed, so like whatever that lawyer or that player or whatever situation it comes to be like, oh, that's not how that was intended, then it's up to the lawmakers or the rule makers of the tournament to make those adjustments to make the game fair overall.
I was looking at Angelo's comment in the chat. Like, that's my favorite player, bro, but it's kind of funny.
It is pretty funny. Why don't you read it?
It says, don't matter who waxing what. Catchy got waxed and now lives under his younger brother's shadow. he's like he's like my favorite player. I love that guy.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's
I
funny
mean,
though.
it is pretty funny. Good play on words as well.
Patrick's bringing up the spitballs too in baseball.
Yeah, and I mean, like the good thing that I can take away from this whole thing is like, wow, we have a tournament that has a big enough drawing and a big enough crowd where people are looking for loopholes for that little bit of edge because like now the
Well, in the
prize
World Pool
pools.
Championships, I mean, it was huge, a $250,000 first place prize, right?
Yeah, there was there was like $1 million up for grabs in that tournament, so like that's the most money we've seen in a pool tournament in my time watching pool and knowing
Since
anything
the
about it.
Efren and Mike Siegel days, you know.
Right.
Well, and yeah, Patrick. I mean, there's a pitcher. He's no longer allowed, or he's no longer pitching in the MLB. Trevor Bauer, and he has like blogs. He's got a YouTube channel. And when this whole sticky stuff thing was coming about,
Nice
you know,
shot.
he was like posting these videos, like, look what I can do, right? Like, and he was using sweat and then the rosin bags on the back of the pitcher's mound, and he would put the ball flat on his palm, and he would just like his palm would be flat, and the ball would be kind of hanging on it by, you know, obviously some sticky stuff, but it was just generated by sweat and rosin. So like he's still getting the same effect, but he's staying within the rules, you know. And so it's like I don't know, maybe there needs to be a rule that says you cannot apply any foreign substance onto the cue ball or any of the balls or the table.
Yeah, I guarantee the
Now,
folks at
now if
Massive.
people don't follow that, then they're obviously cheating, right? But
Yeah,
maybe there's something in the rules that says it, but I don't know. Who knows?
yeah,
I just know. I mean, I don't know what kind of wax it was, how big of a difference it was, but like back to what I was saying earlier about that clinic I took, where they put Armor all over the cue ball and the belt. It was insane. Like it was insane. You
I
should try
wonder
it
how
sometime. If you ever find yourself in a position where you can put Armor All on a cue ball and the felt. Like, if you had like, just whatever. If you're ever in that situation, just try it. It is insane.
It's wild, huh?
It is insane.
Man, Dave making a really nice run at this table. I think he's going to play a safety on this, though. Lock up behind the 8. Don't
He's
creep
a
out.
down.
No, I think he's...
He was gonna give up the one rail kick this way, but he kind of took away the backside kick.
Yeah, you got to shorten that up
But
pretty
that,
good, too.
yeah. And now you're kind of coming in at this angle. You could kind of click off and find the side. So we'll see. We are playing 10 ball, so SHUCHENG is calling the side. Okay.
Yeah, and if you hit the far side of that ball, like, the scratch is big to the corner, too. Like, this is a... Lots of things can go wrong, and a few things can go right, you know? Yeah, it's a tough spot. I mean, it's just really good object ball, cue ball placement on Dave's safety to create that kind of scenario. Like, made good contact, but got unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, Patrick in the chat saying every sport has this type of thing. Players will always try to get the edge. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. You know, like I'll always try to wager with Trevor when he hasn't played pool in 2 weeks and he's super tired after a 16-hour day. we, we all do it.
Oh, you made me snort. Yeah, just because of
Snorty
how true it
Spark.
is.
Oh, now you're a Snorty Spark.
I'm a snorty for it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, if you have a desire to win and you can see a way that's going to help you there, like, of course, like, if it's not going to be called out or known to be against the rules, like, it could even boil down to just being in a match that you know you're favored to win.
Right. I do think it's funny how this has happened every time we've played each other. I don't do it on purpose.
I know it's circumstantial, but the repeating nature of it makes it
You
funny.
missed the train. That's your fault.
I know. It was going to be our first actual even matchup.
And you were working all those days. That's your fault.
I know. It's always my fault. Dave with that 10 ball ties it up 3-3.
Ooh, all right, all right.
We got about 4 minutes until Jason's gonna. Oh, he's gonna be being brought in now. So we'll wait for him to join in.
It's like we're taking a quick play break. I'm gonna run and grab a beverage very quickly.
Hey Nicole, welcome in. PNWP. Welcome in as well. Yeah, Zach's heading for a root beer for sure, Nicole. Brindis, this is a 7-foot table.
No, no root beer this time. Oh man, dang it! What a perfect opportunity to be grabbing a root beer. No, listen. I put these Mountain Dews in the ice bucket in the freezer because they were warm, and I actually punctured one of the Mountain Dews with some ice, and it ended up everywhere. And I had to clean it up. I didn't do a very good job cleaning it up.
I'm sure you heard
But
about that.
it's a Mountain Dew, and it's like perfect. It's like slushy. It's very good.
Now you're making me want a slushy.
Mountain Dew slushy.
I was talking about that the other day. Like the flavors of slushy, I never enjoy. Like after it melts down, it becomes liquid. Just not my thing. But like the texture of a slushy is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's just and like this isn't like an icy or like a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. Like this is like a slushy. Yeah, it's crispy. And Shane Dunkley in the chat. What's up, man? Nicole, how are you doing? Let's see, we got a new addition to the Bad Girls team with Sophia Tran. That is sweet. You guys are looking for some Scotch action?
Yeah. Sophia's been out there just
Killing
killing it.
Yeah, that's sweet. It's good to see her getting recognized. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're at 3-3 now, folks. We got an issue here. I think that is that's the 4 hidden back there. So
Jeff Williams in the chat says, "How does Joshua Filler get so much action when he completely takes his wrist out of his stroke, even on long draw shots?" It's called smooth acceleration. You get that sweet spot of maximum energy transfer to your cue ball. And lots of practice is how you get there.
ooh, Nicole, I'm going to Vegas. I'll see you guys there. Oh yeah. Going for the team captains APA tournament. Should be a ton of fun. Jimmy Buckets is on my team.
Crazy rack going on here. This
Yeah.
whole cluster by the side pocket is.
I wonder if he's able to just miss this 8 and kind of end up down here and he can play safe. If he can miss the 8 and the 4, I mean, he could play a nice lockup safety here. Just kind of putting that 4 underneath the 7 and 8. I think that's going to make it a little more difficult. If he was out here a little, right, and had the cue ball here, kind of come off this edge, but he had bumped it. So he's going to have to find another way out. I wonder if you just kind of try to stun your cue ball right here. You're going to be really precise.
We got Jason Weir just joining us.
All right, perfect. So we got to
Can you hear us all right?
There's some here that probably maybe that one.
That's digital pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that out because that's the last one. So
Hey, Jason, can you hear us?
yes, sir. Can you hear us?
All right.
Hey, how's
Yeah.
it going?
Can you hear us?
Good. We're
Yeah.
watching pool right now.
You're watching pool? Us too.
Yeah. Okay.
No, on the screen.
On the screen here. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. How you doing tonight?
Good. So we have Patrick, and we have.
Well,
Question, guys. On the top right screen, there's EvoSports Open MP4, or is that anything? Are you guys on camera with us, or are we supposed to be watching a stream?
you should just be. Do you see the table happening where seeing Dave down on the ball
That's
right now?
Dave's shooting a ball right now.
Yeah.
Fleece, yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
and the top right, you'll see the commentators. It'll be like a box.
yeah, over here where the orange is, where your name's at, that's. Well, we can hear you. We're seeing the same things.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, we won't see any video of Zach or I or you guys. So
Okay.
it's just
all right.
gonna be
Okay,
just
that's fine. We can watch pool. That's fine. Okay. All right. So we have Patrick Nix, we have Justin, and who else do we have?
just in here with us right now is just myself, Trevor, Zach Zager, and you. And who's with you?
Katie Burley, actually Katie Newlywed Dubé, who is running the brackets for the event.
Excellent.
All right.
Very exciting. We are all eagerly anticipating this event. It's a great event. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the event and why it's so special for you?
You bet. Well, thanks for having us on. And, this event is pretty special, obviously, for my dad, who passed away in 2019. And we started the event in Palm Springs with 16 players. And we had some, pretty strong players. Shane was there. Corey Duell was there. Rich Geiler, my mentor, who's a Northwest guy, flew in for it. And Shane won the first one in a final against Corey. And then we went into COVID literally 2 weeks after the event. So everything shut down for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So that gave us a lot of time to think about what we've, did with the tournament and 16 players and maybe bringing it up to the Northwest. And at that time, we found out that Dave, who's shooting the ball right now and played a pretty good safe, I believe, or maybe that was his opponent. I couldn't tell. Opened the pool room in Everett, Washington, where my dad went to high school, class of 63. I went to high school, class of 90, opened a very nice pool room. So it only made sense to bring the event back to the Northwest, which we did. And that was 2 years ago. And we went with 64 players. And in the last 2 years, and I think it was a pretty good success. But again, the event was more about bringing not great players together. It was more about bringing great people together, people that knew my dad or they knew of my family, and remembering my father.
Right.
So I really thought that the Fleece did a great job with the event, along with the community. Really brought some nice things to the forefront. And Shane won the event for the second time, and Spencer Ladden went through the field, actually beat Shane, sent him to the losers bracket, and then Shane beat him twice, and he won the 2023. So he won the 20 and the 23, Don Weir. So then we went to last year's event, and we went with 64 players, and it was another success. And I always say, we're not trying to make it bigger. We are just trying to make it better.
Right.
And what I mean by better is making it more of like everybody feels like they're part of the tournament. And that would be putting a dinner together for every player in the event. No charge to the players. They could bring a guest if they'd like. People would get up, talk about my dad or the event or what it means to them. And I also brought Rich Geiler, who's a second father to me, been a mentor of mine for 25 years, a good friend of my father's. I put together an award for him named the Richard Geiler Award, and that is given out every single year. Last year, Ford, everybody in the Northwest knows Ford. Ford put together several tournaments in the Northwest. He was a big promoter of the Reno Open back in the day. And just was a police officer in the Everett area, and an incredible human. And so Rich gave that award to him last year. And this year on Friday night, we'll be giving that award to another player or person that has really done some really nice things for the Northwest pool players. And I'm excited. I know who that person is. I'm very excited to hear Rich give that award out on Friday night. So we are going to 96 players this year. So like I said, not bigger, just better. But while we're making it bigger and we're trying to make it better, and I have to give a big shout out to the Golden Fleece for really opening up their pool room for not only 2 days, to 3 days. Now, they don't charge green fees to any of the players, which is unheard of. They open their pool room from open to basically closed for 3 days.
Right.
You're sacrificing a lot of revenue to put this event together with me. So I give big props to Dave that's playing in this match, and Kim, who I hope is listening right now. They're just fantastic people. We're very fortunate. to have the event there. So yes, 96 players is a lot. I brought Katie in this year to run the brackets throughout the event. She's a very good family friend. The fitting was perfect for her to do this job. And she's sitting alongside me right now. So maybe Katie wants to say a couple words.
Oh, no, I'm just really excited to be a part of the event. I've been a part of the event, but just as a family friend background and, you know, always appreciative of the Weirs. They give their all to this event every single year. And I think all the players, especially the locals and Jay's father's memory, are extremely appreciative because we all know as pool players and tournament throwers and organizers how much goes into a tournament. So a big round of applause now and in the moment to the Weirs, because the family puts so much into this event in memoriam to Jason's father. It's just an amazing thing to be a part of, and everyone's looking forward to the event for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you know, it's such a looked up to event as far as the Northwest. You know, I'm almost two full states away, and I've always tuned in every year to watch and be as a part of it as I can be. And I'm just, you know, love what the Weirs and the Fleece are putting on, bringing this to the players, the environment. The more that I'm getting invested into the community, it's just that much more exciting to be a part of and see things like this happening. So really cool stuff.
Sorry, we have some outs. Sorry guys, we're at a resort right now with a lot of friends, and they know that we're on this podcast. Right now. So we have some people chiming in that are big fans of the Weir as well.
Awesome. Well, Jason, do you mind sharing a story about your dad? Like maybe one that he's told you that's a favorite, or one that you were around for, or anything like that, just to kind of familiarize some folks that may not know him that well?
Yeah, so it's a story that I'm going to tell at that Friday dinner, which all the players are going to be at, and it's going to be streamed on EvoSports as well.
Okay.
But I'll just kind of chime in on a little bit of it and real quick. I was very fortunate to grow up in Everett around a fantastic family, and my mom received Mom of the Year award in 1990 for a town of 225,000 people. So kind of tells you about, you know, my family, my upbringing. We just had, my sister and I are very fortunate, but then I had a phone call in 1991 from my sister telling me my parents were divorcing. So I detached from my father for 12 years and didn't speak to him. And so pool really brought my father and I back together again. It was always something that, you know, we played. We had a table in our basement, but golf was really what I did. But pool was something that my cousins would come over and play. And the Weir household was somewhere where the family always felt comfortable. And the pool table was where we congregated. So, you know, I woke up one morning and just said, you only got one dad. He was a fantastic dad to you. Maybe it didn't work out with you and your mom. But I called him, and long story short, I said, let's meet in Las Vegas for the BCA Nationals. And so fast forward 10 years, haven't seen him. And it was like I hadn't seen him in, 12 hours. It was like we reconnected immediately. And at that time, Rich Geiler was a phenomenal player in the Northwest. Didn't know Rich, knew of him. My dad and I watched him at the Riviera at the BCA Nationals, run through people in the green room, playing Bobby Pickle, a number of other players for money. And I just struck up a conversation with Rich, and that became a lifelong friendship. And it became a tournament that my dad, Rich Geiler, and I went to every year, and we all stayed together. We rented one of the bigger rooms there at the Riviera, and it was like our Super Bowl of the year. And my dad and I talked on the phone every single day from that day forward until he passed away. So it only made sense to try and put together a pool tournament in the Northwest in the memory of him, knowing, Rich Geiler very, very well through the years. He's been a staple in my family. He's been around for my daughter's birth. He took the place of my father when he passed away. That's probably the best way I can say it. So I'm blessed to have Rich part of it. And my dad and I had a great relationship. And I wish that I didn't detach from him for that long period of time. I'm sure there's a lot of people listening that might have a similar situation. The best thing I can say is you only have one mom and dad, and I understand some situations are more difficult than others, but I'm really happy that when I put him to rest that we had the relationship we had.
That's big stuff. That's awesome to hear you guys' history and how pool was a part of that, and how you're continuing that with the Don Weir and allowing other people to get a sample of that and hear those experiences and sharing those moments. And really excited to be a part of it. And anybody that's listening, tuning in, there's going to be lots of streams happening this weekend, lots of ways to tune in. If you're far away, if you happen to be in the area, come down, check it all out, be a part of the festivities and the fun, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, a couple things. Just want to talk about the event real quick as Dave is running out here. What is the score, guys?
The score is 4-3. Dave is up.
Okay, it looks like we might go 5-3 here with Dave. What are they racing to?
They're racing to 11.
Wow. Okay. So the tournament is going to really start on Thursday. We're going to have an exhibition that will start at 6 p.m. It will be against Shane Van Boning and Chris Reinhold. Unfortunately, John Mora was supposed to be playing. We always say that the first place and second place finishers from the previous year will play in the exhibition the following year. That would fall under John Mora. John agreed to play. He's always been a strong proponent of the event, supported it, but he won in Canada on a 9-footer. He felt that going to Seattle, playing on 7-footer for a week, and then going to the International and then the U.S. Open on 9-footers, that it might hurt his game. So unfortunately, he had to fall out a couple weeks ago. Chris Reinhold got 3rd place last year, so he falls into that spot. So Shane and Chris will play at 6 p.m., a race to 10, 8-ball for $1,000. That $1,000 is put up by Golden Fleece, Dave and Kim at the Golden Fleece.
Wow.
Thank them for that. And then immediately following that, there's going to be an opportunity for those, and it's open to the public free of charge. Okay, so all 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it is free of charge for anybody that wants to come to the Golden Fleece and watch. Shane's going to do a signing of a picture of him, a signed cue ball, and then Shane was introduced into the Billiard Congress Hall of Fame in 2024, when there was a banner that was all signed by all of the Hall of Fame players. And I purchased that through an auction. And I sent it to Dave at the Golden Fleece. And I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I want you to have it. Maybe we can figure something out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that banner up. And it is a very large banner. And then we're going to have people take pictures with Shane, and they'll receive the cue ball. They'll receive the signed picture and also another picture of Shane in front of that Hall of Fame banner.
Awesome.
It's $100. It goes towards the event to take care of some of the expenses. We're also going to raffle off Shane's 2024 Don Weir jersey signed by him. That will be raffled off during the event over the 3 days. So stepping back, that session with Shane is from the exhibition is from 6 to 7, and probably 7 to 9 o'clock. You can come in free of charge to the event, take pictures with Shane, And then the draw goes into effect during that time of the event. And then following the draw is the Calcutta for the 96 players. We're going to run Friday. We open at 9. Balls are broken at 10. Dinner break is at 5. On Friday, the players go to a dinner, compliments of the Weir family, from 5 to 6:30. And then starting at 7, we start the evening session. And then we resume again on Saturday, 9 o'clock again, the doors open, 10 o'clock, balls are broken. We have a dinner break again, which is a little bit earlier on that day, on Saturday at 4 o'clock. We come back at 6, I believe, for the evening session. And then Sunday is going to be probably, we'll get down to 16 players, I'm thinking, on that Sunday. And we have Jesus Atencio, who maybe a lot of the people out there don't know who he is. I think he's probably one of the best players in the United States, definitely the top 5 players in the United States right now. I think he's really going to give Shane a run for his money. And so come out and watch him. He's very young. He's from Venezuela, I believe. He lives in North Carolina. He's being sponsored by the Weir family to come in this year. And he's just a class act. He represents everything that the Weir family, has grown up with. And
oh, no. Looks like they lost connection. Are they back? Jason, can you hear us? A little bit of technical difficulties. Let me send a message out there to let him know that we cannot hear him right now. Man, Dave has been shooting
Yeah.
near
He was down 3-0,
flawless through
right?
this interview. Yeah, he was down 3-0 and has come back, won the last 5 games, and just been playing super strong. All right. Well, we're waiting for.
Jason, if you can hear us, try refreshing your browser, putting in that code if you have it.
Yeah, I sent him a text saying that as well.
there we go, guys.
There
We're
he is.
back. Sorry.
All right.
Cool. All right.
We timed out there. Don't know where you lost me.
We
What about
lost you on
Atencio?
Saturday about the dinner break,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
in there.
Okay, great. So Saturday, there's going to be a dinner break again. And then we come back in the evening. The dinner break on Saturday is players. There's nothing for all the players dinner-wise. So they're kind of on their own.
Okay.
There's another dinner that I'm putting on for a few of the sponsors. And then Sunday, we're going to try and go to roughly 16 players. It is true double elimination. So they could be playing 2 sets.
Right.
The first year it did go to 2 sets with Spencer Ladden and Shane, but Shane ended up beating him out of those 2 sets. I will tell you a funny story about that. I gave Shane,
Yep.
gave Shane a little bit of a hard time as he lost to Spencer. And I said, you have to fly out of SeaTac at midnight. And we're going to be playing this at like 8 o'clock at night. And you got to beat him out of 2 sets. And he said, it's no problem. I'll be there at the SeaTac airport, and I probably can sit down and have a dinner and catch my flight in no time. And poor Spencer, Shane did. He put it into Shane beast mode, and he ran through Spencer in 2 sets. I think it took about an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
We know how he can catch that gear.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's It's a sight to behold when he gets into that mode. It's a different look in his eye, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he forgets to miss.
It really is. I'm very blessed to have him play every year. He knew my father pretty well. Shane stayed with us a couple times. My dad was still alive. My dad obviously thought very highly of him. So it's very, very difficult with their schedule now to get these players to be able to come, right?
Right.
And Shane sets my schedule basically, just not because of his playing ability, but because he was really part of the Weir family.
Right.
Knows my mom very well, my sister very well, and my dad very well. So he sets basically the schedule, and then once we get that, we run with it. Very unfortunate, and I apologize to the people that are listening. Sky Woodward, I sponsor through my company. I have for a couple of years. I had promised Sky to play in this event for 3 years, and he's promised me. But what happened is 3 years ago, Ashley became pregnant, and the due date was during the Dawn Weir. Second year, she was pregnant again. The due date was during the Dawn Weir. This year, the third year, the only time I could have it is August 1, 2, 3. And guess what? They're getting married. The only dates they can, August 1. So I was on the phone with Sky this morning talking about his wedding. And obviously he apologized up and down for them not being able to come. So looking forward to next year, I can promise you, unless he has another kid, I don't think he'll get married again, that Sky will come. And what will happen with that is Billy Thorpe is a dear friend of Sky and myself and Shane, and Billy Thorpe will be here. So it's not about bringing the best player in the world to the Dawn Weir. Don't get me wrong. But there's certain people that I respect in the industry that are phenomenal players that knew my dad, know my family, know what this is all about. They want to come.
Right.
They can't because of the schedule. So next year, we'll probably have, I would say, 6 to 7 of the A-list players in the Dawn Weir. And then we might go to 128 players next year. And then we will max it out. That's as many as we'll ever put into it. Katie is really paying attention this year to seeing how we do with 96 players and having it over 3 days. And if we do go to 128 players, how we're going to have to do that. Are we going to have to take dinner breaks out? We're going to have to start earlier. The last thing I want to do is have people playing matches at 1 and 2 a.m.
Right. Yeah, that's always larger fields of players. It seems to be, it's a tough thing to manage the time scale of it, but everybody always wants it because everybody wants in, so it's kind of a two-edged sword of finding that right happy balance and what is doable. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting Katie and you and getting to hang out for the weekend and talk stories and watch some great pool.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We started off the week today, the Dawn Weir week today. We have some of my close friends growing up that support the event financially and are just there for the Weir family this whole week. And we all flew out of Lake Washington this morning, flew to a resort called Alderbrook Resort. We're all here now. There's 12 of us, and this is how we kick off the Dawn Weir week. We come back Wednesday. All the players fly in on Wednesday. Wednesday evening, they'll be at the Golden Fleece Wednesday night. So if anybody wants to come down and see some of those top players, they'll be in there Wednesday night. And then Thursday evening, it all kicks off.
Awesome. Really looking forward to it. Really appreciate you coming in and sharing the stories. Patrick in the comments said thanks for sharing your story earlier as well. Awesome stuff. Really appreciate you guys coming in, giving us the rundown, and looking forward to seeing it all come together in a couple of days.
Yeah, and you know what? You guys are the streamers in this area, trying to let the word out to a large portion of the locals that Shane is going to be there and that there is going to be limited opportunity to get, those coveted signed cue balls and pictures in front of the inductee banner, and if we can just get it out there and let the local people know that they're going to have that opportunity, that would be wonderful.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Really excited. Well,
all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you having us on. And again, I can't say enough about Dave and Kim at the Golden Fleece for putting this event and hosting it. There is, again, I start this 6 months ago. I start preparing for this event. They are always, Dave is a yes man. Whatever I say to Dave, he says yes. And that goes a long ways. I could not have this event if it wasn't for Dave. And Kim. It's unbelievable that in my hometown where I grew up in, my dad grew up in, we have a fantastic pool room. He just refelted the tables 2 months ago, so they're perfectly broken, new spots. He added 4 more tables, Kim and Dave, to the event. So we have 14 tables. We started the Dawn Weir there with 8 tables. So 14 tables now. What does that do? It enables us to grow the event, which they're behind us on. So again, big props to Golden Fleece and Dave and Kim.
Yep. Great folks doing great things, as well as you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Really appreciate you taking time out of your evening to come in and talk with us a little bit, share some stories and what's going on.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you guys.
All right. We'll see you soon. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you this weekend. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Well, that was amazing.
That was fantastic. It's
That was
like
really awesome,
I was
man.
already super excited about this event, but now I'm over here like, man, I can't wait to just be on the way.
I
It's gonna
know,
be
dude.
good.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday's my last day of work, and then I'm leaving Thursday at noon, I believe, from Salem and headed up to Everett. So
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'll
be a
be
ton of
getting
fun. I know a lot of people that are gonna be up there. It's gonna be cool, man. Very, very
Yeah.
excited.
very excited, and like you said, Dave, who's shooting lights out right now. I mean, he's been sticking SHUCHENG in
Yeah,
difficult
winning the
safety
last
after
5 racks, man. Like while we were talking, like Dave is just putting a hurt on this match.
yeah. He's like, they're talking about me, but are
Yeah, they're
turning up.
talking about me. Like, watch this, dude.
Yeah.
Super cool. I
Yeah.
think SHUCHENG's at the table now, and he is in a decent position to get down on that 8. You just kind of got to figure out what you're gonna do with that 9. Played in the side maybe, but see what SHUCHENG decides to do. We're getting to that halfway mark too, so we're gonna probably start gearing into full commentator mode. But before we do that, because they are not the best commentator snack, have you eaten enough of your 1.7 pounds of goldfish that you got from Costco?
Yeah, that's my hot seat and chill warm up routine is get all my crunchy wants out before the stream. And yeah, goldfish and peanut butter or peanut M&Ms are my
Whoa, okay.
go-to.
Goldfish and peanut butter.
Pe-
I don't know.
peanut M&Ms.
PB and goldfish. Man. Yeah, I
Man.
had some tortilla soup with some tortilla chips before this. Madison made it. It was delicious. But yeah, I got to get those crunchy snacks out because you can't eat them while you're commentating.
Nope.
Everybody will hear it.
Well,
So
SHUCHENG played a really nice
he
breakout.
tried to just run into this 9, yeah, but he didn't quite get the result he wanted to. I think we're gonna see a safe here though, unless I don't really see a 2-way. I mean, if your cue ball was maybe around here, you could kind of play a 2-way, but
He's
did he
called it
call
in
the
the
bank?
bottom left. Yeah, the bank. Holding my breath.
Yeah, so is he. He's like, hold on, I need to take a breath and then stand back up.
Yeah, because I mean, It's a big difference right here off of this shot. You could potentially be going up, 4-5 or 6-3. Kind of. Ooh,
Great shot.
plays.
It needs to go. It needs to go. But yeah, I like that shot way more than playing the bank. I mean, if you make the bank, and if you play the bank and make it and get shape on the 10 and win this rack, like the confidence level goes up, right? And
Yeah.
that's good. But if you miss and you sell out, and you're down 6-3, you're thinking to yourself, why did I do that? So he played the right shot.
Played the
100%.
right shot, but Dave's been kind of winning the safety battles with his one pocket background too. So like
I'm able to stick right on this 10.
I mean, he's just been playing such delicate little, object ball, cue ball safeties. Oh, here I go, opening my big old mouth again. But that was a tough
spot. On the camera, he was looking right at you.
He's got an earbud in that's got 20 seconds of in the future.
Yeah. The bounce here. SHUCHENG should be a little bit of a cut, but
I mean, being down and kind of being in the situation SHUCHENG is, like, it's early on in the match, so to speak, like almost halfway there, but like this would be making my heart kind of pound a little bit more than a normal shot of just like it's just not easy. It is missable.
right, and it's a big shot.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were talking
Bear
about the
down
swing
and
of the
drilled.
match, 5-4 versus 6-3 in a race to 11. But it goes down, and we're now looking at 5-4. So SHUCHENG has gotten a rack after the last 6. Yeah, I mean, I was really kind of focused on, what Jason was saying and wanting to listen and hear what Katie had to say about the bracket and the tournament. I was kind of watching the match, but yeah, Dave really, really got a gear. So see if this win can slow him down a little bit and SHUCHENG back into some momentum.
What's your favorite way to break the 10-ball break? Do you do a
Just like
head-on
that.
break or from the side?
Just like that. That's my break right there. And then the 9 and the 4 go in the wings. The 9 didn't move. The 4 went towards it. Oh, look at this. We're not playing early 10s, but you know that feeling when you break and the 9 ball or the 10 ball just sits in a corner pocket and you go, how do I get there? How do I get there? I had that. I was playing a match last night. It was a Masters match, and it was a 9 in the pocket, and I was like, I could get shape for that right now, and all I have to do is get on this top side of the 2. But I have to get on the top side of the 2, and it was kind of difficult. I was like, nope, just gonna run it out. I ran it out
Yeah.
and missed the 8 ball.
This is super tricky. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like just straight stunning your cue ball and letting it kind of come down this way and play the 3-10? You drawing it, trying to catch just below here and come back
Well, the
into
thing with
that
the
tight window?
310 is the 10 is off the rail a little bit too, so you have to
Could
hit
just
it really, really good to kind of keep that 3 there.
Yeah.
I like that. Like
Whoa.
that.
What a
Yeah, he's
shot.
in a great spot now. I mean, he can come this route right here.
Yeah, as long as he can access the left-hand side of his cue ball from
Yeah,
there.
that is. Yeah.
If he can't access that side of his cue ball, you might actually see him play safe here and just get up on the 6. I doubt it, but
How comfortable are you playing this with high right?
just running into the 6, that's not bad either.
No, coming underneath the 7-9, playing the cue ball.
Oh, high right. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, playing the cue ball this direction and coming back out.
I think he was trying to get into the 6 there because I've seen his head kind of roll back a little bit of just like didn't quite get what he was hoping.
He may be able to. I mean, honestly, like you could break this. You could run into the 7-9 right now if you can just kind of get straight up table. The ideal on the 6 and break it out.
That's tough to do being jacked up
know,
over the
right.
balls. So easy to overcut this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. defies gravity inside the pocket, but doesn't really improve his position much.
And Patrick, I'm not sure if it's a take what you make for the exhibition match. You might just have to show up to the Golden Fleece Thursday night at 6 p.m. to find out.
Or tune in.
Or if you are way too far away from the Golden Fleece and can't make it, you can turn in live on EvoSports Streaming YouTube channel. If you haven't done so yet, you should definitely subscribe and stay in the action. I am subscribed. It's free, and I get notifications when the live streams happen. Kind of jump in and watch people around the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, like what's exciting for me is like I realized that there's just so much pool being captured by the Evo Sports streams all over, and I just get excited knowing that there's that much pool kind of happening. Like obviously there is, whether we knew about it or not, but like getting this notification just kind of brings me that little bit of like, oh, these guys are matched up. Oh, they're playing right now. Like, I don't know. I don't watch all of them, but it is kind of always a fun little notification for me. See, like Dave's been playing these so good.
It's just such a simple safe, you know, like.
I mean, SHUCHENG has been gluing up on balls. Both of them have been playing just lock-up safeties against each other, and I've really enjoyed the safety battles back and forth. Some kick safes and just really maintaining that control of the table. I've played Dave one time, a game of one pocket. And I didn't know what his Fargo or even really what his speed was. I knew it was a one pocket. Wow.
I think he's going to have enough of this to make this 10 off the rail. Anyways, you're saying, Dave, you played Dave one pocket once.
Yeah. One pocket once. And I remember he hit this bank that I didn't even think was like possible. And he ended up beating me. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, it was like after a tournament at the end of the night, so we didn't have time for one more. And now I'm kind of glad that we didn't, because I think I would have continued losing money. Greg, Triple G in the chat. We got 200 in the middle on this. And I was remembering from early, Black Dog Billiards saying I'm Cordy. Is this the Cordy that I helped house sit with? I love it if it is, because I think I misread the name earlier and then I was looking back. But Black Dog Billiards says, and then now we can go back and still see all what's happening in Washington and Oregon pool halls. We also got Idaho and Canada. Get a much more connection with the entire pool community and the happenings. Woof, woof. Good contact, no love. Well, you can see an edge of it. Ah, yes, for the Western BCA communities, Black Dog Billiards, for sure. He's going to find his way behind the 9-ball here. Always going for distance. Nice speed control. And I always think about like matchups. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Black Dog Billiards, I'm calling. Got it. Matchups are always interesting because, like, if you have like a pure rotation player playing somebody who specializes in one pocket or strategy play, like I've seen it with Mike D happen on multiple occasions where he's matched up great one pocket player, plays a lot of strategy and, you know, gaining the advantage at the table. And it's just always interesting to kind of watch how that dynamic does or does not affect some players. Like if you're playing like a heavy safety game where you're really maintaining control of the table, making your opponent uncomfortable if they're not playing in or used to playing in that format, how it can affect their rhythm, their comfortability at the table. I mean, I haven't seen that affecting SHUCHENG in a negative way, but it is just always like an interesting thing to see how those different matchups and different styles of play kind of come together. What do you think, Zach? Do you like playing somebody who's high offense and like, really always going for the offensive shot, or are you a guy that likes to kind of split the difference between like offense and defense?
Like as far as who I'm playing,
For you personally, like, do you ever like move between those two things in a match, or are you just purely
oh, for
one or the other?
me,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I definitely move between it, and I'm not really sure what factors in that, whether I'm playing offensively or defensively. I mean, I think either way, you kind of got to be feeling good to play offense or defense. I think playing defense is a good way to kind of try to take some control of the table because I know that's very important. Um, but as well as playing offense, right? I mean, if you're playing offensively and playing well and running out, like you have control of the table. But
right,
at what point do you stop playing offensively and say, "Hold on, like I need to play safe here. Like I want to go for the shot and I'm feeling good, but is it the smartest decision?" So you really got to find like a balance and you got to do the right shots at the right time.
right.
I mean, I don't know. I've caught gears playing offensively, and they've worked out for me. I've also caught gears playing offensively, and it has completely screwed me over because I'll go over something and I'll miss, and then I'll sell out 3 balls,
Right.
When I could have played this, like, super nice, easy, delicate safety that may have not worked out, like, they may have kicked and got a good hit and got fortunate, right? But you never know. I feel better if I play a decent safety and then they kick and hook me. I feel better about that than if I were to go offensively and miss. I mean, you hear all the time, like, people get rolls, right? Like I play a good safety and then you kick it and then you hook me. Like, I mean,
Right.
that's part of it. I'm okay with that. Like, it sucks, right? Because I played such a good save, but, like, I'm okay with it because I played the right shot, right? And I have that mentality of, if I believe I'm playing the right shot or I played the right shot and I executed it, I mean, whatever happens after that is cool. But,
Right.
yeah, I think finding a good balance and utilizing both to your advantage.
Yeah, definitely. After 10 games, we're
High
all
five.
even. And Triple G in the chat says, I'd rather play someone who's all gas, no brakes. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to tie them up as often or as often as I
Yeah.
need to. Yeah, and I mean, like I've seen players do that, like where like the out's there, but the initial shot with position is really tricky, and they'll just like rather than go for the really difficult out, they just play a lockup safe, and you know maybe you get there on the offensive shot, but he definitely got there on the safety shot, and then his next one was a better opportunity. So yeah, I think a lot of it's due to your style, the lay of the table, the mood, all of that. But that's one thing I love about this game is there's just so many different variations to the style of play and the results of tiny little differences in the game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose who I was playing, like, if they were to be, like, brakes, like, all gas, no brakes, or somebody who's playing safeties often, yeah, I want you to go for it. If you beat me by running out and not playing safety, that's sick. Like, that's sick.
It is sick.
But if you don't play safeties and you mess up, like, well, thank you.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, I think that's like the key element of like amateur pool is like the number of times we've played a set where a guy's just been pure offense and just completely got out every single time is pretty low chances of happening. So like safety play and amateur play is we all get out of
Well,
line and have funny
like,
things happen.
like
What's up?
like Jason was saying too. I mean, that match between Shane and Spencer, the final where Shane had to double dip him. I mean,
Yeah.
that was
That
all
was
gas, no brakes.
all gas, no brakes,
There was a
and
shot. There was this shot on that in that match. I remember watching it, and it was like, let me just draw it up really quick. It'll be easier to explain. So I think like the cue ball was somewhere down here, right? And let's say it was the one or the object ball was like down here. It's pretty straight though. And he had a couple balls in his way, and I think the next ball was down here. And he just straight up with his playing cue, and he didn't take much time on it. Just straight up jumps the ball, hits the ball, drills it in the corner, and draws straight back and gets shape. Like
wow.
it was just such an incredible shot. But like Jason said, he was like determined to win. He's like, I'm gonna win this match. I'm gonna go to the airport. I'm gonna get a nice meal. And I'm gonna walk to my gate and get on my flight. Oh, Shucheng was very close to actually making that one out. Did he call that in the side? Did you see?
Well, in that last shot that David played on the one to stick him on that 3 is like just a prime example. Like he just plays a lockup safe where, you know, when he
It's
has
simple.
control of the
There's
table
like
and
no
just
cue ball movement.
yeah, and he plays it to perfection, like the touch and the delicacy of those shots that he's placing. And I mean, and he's within 1/8 of an inch of his object ball more often than not.
And one thing to think about too with shots like that, right? Like his cue ball was about here, right? And so it gave Shucheng this kick. But just a 1/4 inch more this way. Now you're taking away this kick and this kick.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said about simple safes like that. Like, yeah, you could get him behind the ball, but then he has this kick. But you
Right.
could also just get him right here, and then he doesn't have either of those kicks.
Yeah,
Which is
without a lot of
that's a
English.
huge difference too. And it's just which direction you play the ball, because you can, if you see it, and you go to execute it that way, like it can be done. So just
Yeah.
little tiny simple safe. Take an extra look at it and be like, okay, where can they kick from? Can they jump? This and that. I mean, that makes a huge difference.
We got Triple G with spewing some other wisdom here. It says sub 600 players. Some play strong defense. Some rely strictly on potting. So more often than not, safety battle favors someone like himself, Greg, who prefers to pull multiple safeties in a rack if need be. I realized if I said like me, it was gonna translate differently, so I had to. And then it says, so Greg says, therefore, I prefer to be the one playing safe, not kicking, which makes a lot of sense. Like, if you have chance to be the initiator of a safety battle and you execute it well, you're more likely going to remain in control than not. But Dave here is just playing a super technical out, or not like super technical, but he's just playing it like he's on the right side of the ball every time. He has a really good flow going about him right now, good rhythm. Now I'm just hoping he makes a 6 ball, because last time I said something nice, I got that commentator curse feeling going on. So
Trevor, oh my god.
I just realized that I gotta wait till like between racks to say stuff like that, because
I almost wanted to just pull a shh, and maybe that like reverses the comment, but I didn't, and
it was too late. Like I put it out in the ether. Dave, you can kick me in the shin later. I have it coming.
Dang, dude.
It was a tricky spot. Like as soon as I saw like how he had the kind of slow drag over to get right on the 7,
that's for
I was
you.
like, yeah, that is for me. But
we gotta work on that.
And we gotta work on that. Commentators suck. Yeah. As being someone who's mostly listened to commentators my entire life, I'm like, that's not what happened. But like when it does happen to you, it does feel very weird. Is he gonna rail first kick this in?
Yeah, he's looking at the rail first. We were at Chinook, and I think Patrick and I were commentating Justin and Shucheng's Scotch match. And Patrick like said something, and it was like, kind of commentator cursey, you know? It was like a straight in 10 ball, and Shucheng missed it.
What?
Patrick's like, I'll be right back. And he takes his headset off and he goes to Shucheng and says, I commentator cursed you. That was all me. That was not you. They were playing Elite Scotch. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Patrick's in here. I know he remembers that.
Triple G says that's the reason I retired from commentating. Well, this is I think if you go for the bank here, the cue ball is tracking really close to the corner pocket. Like I think you're going to catch the short rail. And
He goes for the bank, you're saying?
well, yeah, like the back bank area, like even if you're playing safety in that same direction and, kicking the 6 ball this way,
yeah.
your cue ball is going to be tracking over here, and he might try and play this safety with the 6 behind the 10. Oh, he had that side of the whole ball. Justin's asking for an apology.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was on Justin's team?
Yeah, well, he didn't miss, though.
Oh. Lucky loser Billiards, thanks for tuning in. Ooh, I think he wanted a little interaction with the cue ball in the 7 there, because this is pretty thin. It's cuttable, but it's also very missable. Yes, sir, Greg. Triple G, we will be there. I think Zach's scheduled to be in the area later in the Thursday evening time, and I will be rolling in quite late Thursday night.
Yeah, I will say I met Triple G, but I didn't know I was meeting Triple G. I just knew I was meeting Greg. So maybe this time at the Don Weir, if he's there, I'll get to meet Triple G. Why just know Greg right now? Yeah, Shucheng had to kind of play that with speed and go back and forth and just kind of hope the cue ball lands anywhere but here. And a little bit of action and finds the side. Opportunity here for Dave to retake the lead.
Triple G in the chat, working or playing? I'm probably going to be mostly working, but me and Zach both are going to be playing, but with the field that's there, I don't expect to be playing till Sunday. So I'll try my best, but it's got some strong competition out there. Lucky Loser Billiard says these tables are looking real clean. When was this done, and what version of Simonis is it? I don't know what version of Simonis it is, but Jason was mentioning that all the tables got refelted and new spots put on 2 months ago, so that they're in that kind of sweet spot of playability. The amount of thought that goes into the preparation for the Don Weir Memorial Tournament is pretty fantastic. Like having your table scheduled to be refelted and bringing in 4 additional tables, I think was the number, or is it 6 additional tables?
4
6.
additional tables.
Yeah. So bringing in more tables, having them all refelted at the right time to where it's bringing the best environment, the most consistent play of conditions. It's gonna be one to be for the history books for sure.
Greg, you have 4 G's in your name. So point that out, buddy.
Quadruple G.
4 G's, bro.
4G,
baby. I mean, we're up to 5G now, but His middle name have any G's in it? But he's 6G. Oh, the next. Anyways, Shutane's looking to get out of this.
Yeah, it looks like a good opportunity to kick safe and get back over in the general area that he is at now. It's kind of what he's looking at is catching the side closest to him or pushing out, but he decided to push out. Craig says he has all the G's.
Oh, not just all the G's, but all the G's.
Well, yeah.
This ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Where's this gonna end up? Not gonna be hooked. I think I can play here because I mean the 9 is kind of iffy. You can play safe and try to send the 1 up here and keep on the opposite side. You can go for the cut and you might get a favorable kiss off of one of these 3 balls up here.
Yeah, I think he.
I don't see the 2. I think that's the 4 in the side pocket.
Oh, right. If you're playing for the 3, the safety might be the shot. I thought the 4 ball was the 2 ball.
Yeah, where's it gonna
Fires
go?
it.
I mean, if you make that, like, good things could happen. Obviously, things like this could happen as well, to where now you're playing safe. But I mean, you had some balls over there to run into and slow it down.
But isn't that like the intent with a good push out? Is like I'm giving you something that could go your way or it could go my way. Like that's what I always love about watching somebody's push out decision making is kind of like
Ooh, look at this shot.
yeah.
That was a really nice shot. I don't know if you can
Let's
see a
how
little
much if there's
click
the
of
edge.
it, but how much of that rail does he have after he makes contact if he thins it?
Yeah, I don't think thinning it with where it's at right now is a
Yeah.
great play just because of how big the pocket plays. I think if you can get into this rail here, the scratch is still possible. So like really touchy safety here.
I mean, even if you can get into the rail here and come off of the side of this 3, thinning it, coming out, might be able to get something there. Use this 410 as blockers. Gotta hit that really good.
Patrick Nix is bringing attention back to saying you even said commentators curse. Yeah, I feel like I broke an unspoken rule. Did that wiggle? No, I don't
Wait,
think so.
who? No. Who said commentator curse?
I did. Like when he was down on that 6 ball.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so like yeah, if you're wondering how to mess up at commentating, just listen to me talk some more. No.
Yeah, we've had a couple situations on this show where that has come into play.
Lucky Loser Billiards, if you look up at the top right side of your screen on the section that says commentators, you'll see me, Trevor, Second Dick, and below that is
Me,
yeah.
Zach Zager.
So that way you can identify the names with the voices.
We sound the same. We're brothers. But I mean, you know, I'm Zach, and then that's Trevor.
Yeah.
I wonder how long we can make people believe that we're brothers. Oh, I think he's gonna. Oh, I think he can see this 5 ball. Dang, dude, he can see this 5 ball, and if he can't, he can play this with some inside and kind of masse and throw the 5 to the pocket.
A lucky loser. Yeah, we might play some Taiwanese carom at the Don Weir if there's open tables and time to kill at some point. Nice. Uses all the pocket to get it down. Nice shot from Dave. Justin says, "Can I be the third brother?"
Justin, you're like a fun uncle.
Yes,
you
lucky
guys-
loser. I do remember the Go board.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that game.
Oh, it's a wild game.
Patrick says that he remembered that, and it made him feel better, knowing that it wasn't his fault he missed that 10 ball. Yeah, I remember. He's like, I gotta go tell him. I have to go tell him.
Triple G says, "Zach, you better tell everyone you're cousins with Skylar. You're similar."
Oh, I got a story with Skylar. Well, I would always message him on Facebook because I have my buddy Chris, and people actually think we're brothers, and we're not. But we were trying to challenge Sky and Billy to beer pong, and I was like messaging him on Facebook, and he was like, kind of interested, kind of not, But I was down in Vegas like 6 months ago, and he was there with his new company, Action 24/7. And I walk up, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Good. How you doing?" I was like, "Good." I was like, "Are you selling these hoodies?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "How much are the hoodies?" And he goes, "The hoodies are 40 or whatever he said. I think it was like 40. I was like, "All right." I'm like looking around, kind of playing dumb. I was like, "How much is that jacket?" He goes, "The jacket is 45. Like, all right, that's cool. I was like, "Do you own this company?" He's like, yeah, me and Billy. I was like, "Who the fuck is Billy?" Sorry, I didn't mean to drop the F-bomb there, but that's what I said. And, there was this guy there. I don't know who he was, but he like looked at me like I was just crazy, And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You don't know who Billy is? You don't know who this is?" Like, no, I was just kidding with you guys. Yeah, and I bought a jacket, and then that was it. I was like, "Thanks for the jacket, man," and I walked away. I don't know why I did that. I just kind of
It felt right for the moment.
looking around, and I see Sky, and I'm like, "All right, well, maybe I'll buy a jacket." I know he had some new company.
That's funny. But Dave playing that last out on the right side of the ball all the way through.
Yeah, we're at the halfway point, and I'm about my stories. We're talking about the match now. Justin doesn't want to be an uncle. Well, and you be a brother. I mean, you're like a brother to me.
Aw, it's getting sweet in here.
I need a button for that.
You need an off? I was actually thinking a button for like a snap would be good too.
A what?
Like, you know how like here, I'll do a little snap. Can you hear that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's what people do now in the pool world.
Yeah. It's a subtle way without like sharking your opponent with like, "Hey, nice shot," or, something like that. Like it's
The first. Okay, I have a story about that too. God, man,
you got so many stories tonight.
dude. So I was in Vegas, and I was watching Savannah Easton, and I can't remember who she was playing, but this was like right after she got that sponsorship with Brunswick, her and Oscar, or was it not Brunswick? It was the Lucasi, maybe? Was she sponsored by the? No, it wasn't Lucasi. It was she had a key sponsor, and it was her and Oscar. And I was sitting in like where the fans sit, and Oscar's sitting right next to me. And I remember seeing a couple people do it at a couple of the tournaments at Legends over here in Beaverton.
Mhm.
And I remember people like snapping, and I was like, that's interesting. I go to Vegas, and it was Savannah make a good shot, and he's snapping. She'd make a good shot, and he's snapping. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, stop snapping. But I kind of get it now. I see it more, and kind of like it. So lately, I've been snapping. But yeah, we could come up with a snap button. I can record on this soundboard I have. I can record myself snapping. I should probably do it when the show's over because my snaps are on point right now.
I was gonna say those are sounding pretty good.
Yeah, little sweaty snaps.
Oh, interesting. Dave Alexis to take the foul there. Maybe that 5-6 is tricky. No early 10s here, Lucky Billiards. PNWP, thanks for the nice words.
Greg, SHUCHENG was up 3-0, and then it was 5-3, then 5-4, then 5-5, and then I believe Dave won that next one the next two to make it 7-5. So it's been pretty back and forth this whole go at it. PNWP
players
says
are
that you're
pretty-
funny, Trevor.
What's that?
PNWP, they said that you're funny.
They said you guys are funny.
Oh, you guys!
I always wait to respond to things like that if there's not a period or some sort of thing to end the sentence, because there could always be looking coming after that. So I still live in my high school days.
That's the end. There's an exclamation point there.
I know. That's why I responded to it. I wasn't gonna watch.
I was in this match.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you respond.
Look out!
Oh boy!
Look out!
Boy.
Look out! All right.
Ooh.
I was afraid it's going to go into the rail first and bump the 7 straight out, or go into the pocket. But still a little tricky.
Did you respond to the early 10s?
I did. No early 10s.
Oh, dang.
Man, you were locked in on this, huh?
Yeah.
I like it. Like, there must be a little bit of a cut here where... Curious to see how he has to play this. Angle is a little hard to tell how straight he is. Wow.
Ooh, how'd he hit that? Ooh.
Wow. Those are those simple little shots that just kind of look so casual, but like when you know what it takes to do it, exactly.
Yeah, beautiful shot. And he's got an angle. He can just run up on the lower end of the 7. Hopefully give himself some angle, maybe somewhere right here. If he has enough, he may come above it. Yeah. I don't want to be straight. I mean, maybe on the rail is fine, but we'll see what he decides to do here. See, this is where I pull out my thesaurus and find a synonym for decide, and then pick one that sounds like something you would say. Because you are a walking thesaurus.
Oh, goodness.
Today is quibble.
What's that?
The word of the day is quibble.
Quibble?
Yeah.
Okay.
It means to argue or complain about small, unimportant things.
Ah, okay. That's... Watching how he plays this. Gets as much out of it as he can. PNWP. It's Andy Girl. All right. I always like knowing who the... Like, I have the chat up, but like the size of the profile pic or whatever you have there is so small that I can't identify what they are. So thank you. This is a come with it shot. Yeah, it's one of the more difficult shots. Pretty uncommon miss to see from SHUCHENG. Oh, little player break. So when's your return trip coming back from the Golden Fleece? Are you there till Sunday night?
I don't know yet, man.
You just gonna kind of go with the flow?
I'm going to go with the flow. I mean, we're leaving Sunday. We're leaving Salem Thursday at noon. We're going to try to, I think that'll put us there right about 5:15. Get us settled. Probably get settled in the hotel after the exhibition match, and all the fun stuff happening. And then Friday will be there all day. Saturday, I'm thinking because Sunday I'm in playoffs for my APA team is in playoffs, and I am one of the higher rated players. So I need to be there
This Sunday?
this Sunday.
You don't
we
expect to be in
also
the
have.
finals with me? Like, I mean, hot seat match finals?
Well,
Like, I
no.
mean,
Here's the thing, dude. Is you're just gonna get the win because I gotta
oh,
go play the APA team.
so you're saying you're just gonna get to the hot seat and be chilling and then just forfeit
I'm
out?
gonna chill on the way home, going to play in playoffs, knowing that I'm forever in that hot seat. Because you can't beat me in the hot seat if you don't beat me. If you don't play me.
We like the
No,
dream.
but I know, but no, I don't know. I think we may just need to drive home Saturday evening.
Gotcha.
We won last night in a hotel, and we'll see though. But
See how things are.
I do want to show up for my team though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Which dudes is Triple G referring to in the chat? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Triple G. I passed my UA at work this morning. My post-incident drug test.
Oh, he's talking about us being in the final of this week, and now I'm getting it. I'm a little slow.
Yeah.
I was believing it so heartedly that I didn't even realize he was teasing me.
I'm gonna yell, "Don't do it!" when they call my name during the Calcutta, and I'm gonna buy me for $20. We're gonna be rich, rich brothers. Oh, how much action did he get on it? Did he get enough?
My gosh!
Woo! I love that shot. Randy Baker taught me that shot. And he didn't even teach me. I stole it. I said, "Oh, I like that."
I'm giving that one the.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
Like, he fell pretty funny on that 9 ball to get that flat and be able to generate that much outside. I mean, he hit right here from this drawback line and then just really opened her out. Nicely struck.
Yeah, no, I'm just very excited to be able to play in a tournament like this, especially to be able to win it with my boy Trevor. Yeah.
I mean,
So
there's always
dope.
a chance, right?
There's always a chance. I mean, seriously, you could catch a gear and then they could mess up like every time they get to the table.
Yeah.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
I mean, it is short races of 9 ball. I mean, races to 7.
That's not a short run. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like right on the brisk. Like a race to 5 is a short race in 9 ball. I think that's where it. And nobody does a race to 6 in 9 ball. I mean, come on. Even number. The only even number races you can do in 9 ball are 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Anything over that has to be an odd number. 8 ball, you could do even races.
Right.
Why? I don't know.
Oh, this weekend's going to be so much fun.
I know. I'm excited that Madison kind of gets to see this side of pool too.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time.
Got a little player break happening here. I'm going to step to the restroom really quick. I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. We'll see in a jiffy.
And if you know what a jiffy is, put it in the chat. Whew, I'm a little out of breath. I made it back just in time before the break. Triple G in the chat says, "Can you imagine Shane playing at a 550 speed?" Yeah, me neither. And also, a jiffy from Triple G says is quite simply a moment. I think the actual definition of a jiffy is 100th of a second, maybe 1,000th of a second. Now I have to look while Dave is analyzing this table.
I'm trying to use big words like Trevor. I have a new desk that I had just purchased and put together last week for, all this and other things that I would use a desk for. And I think the first book I put on the shelf is going to be a thesaurus.
Uh,
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I got SHUCHENG to make the 5 in the next rack.
I think he's talking to me because I owe him 20 from like.
Oh, okay.
a
Because I was wondering
long-
about the first part. I'm just going to step out. But if I can play, I'd say SHUCHENG.
All right, who's gonna make the 5 in the next rack? I'll put it in here. And back on the Jiffy topic that you left.
Yeah.
So Triple G said that its definition is just a moment, which is true. But if you are being precise with time, a jiffy is 1,000th of a second.
Oh.
Or 1/100th of a second, to be precise.
Well, I wasn't being precise. I was doing it how Triple G had described it in the chat. Just about a moment. Yeah.
I wonder if he can use force follow, be coming along this line to get into the 9, maybe? I don't know. Oh, he's having the kick. He's not playing the 4 ball right now. Holy moly, that's a spot.
He's
playing the 3.
I almost like one rail kicking this and trying to hit that top side of the 3. Did he get a hit? Yeah, he did.
Get a hit.
Trying to maybe hit the top side of that 3 and calling the 10 just in case. Because, you touch that 10, it falls, but didn't elect to go that route. I wonder how deep the shelves are here, too, because that 10 ball is in there.
Yeah. Sorry, the chat has me chuckling. Talking about your bathroom break not being a jiffy. It was.
Were we talking about peanut butter earlier, and now we're talking about Jiffy?
It is the segue. Think if he can be playing his cue ball along that path to get to the 4. It's fairly natural, but it's also a pretty slow speed. It's not always going to draw it. I feel like draw the 8's really hard to avoid. But I could be wrong.
It's iffy. I didn't mean that as a commentator curse. I just meant to rhyme with Jiffy. All I meant by that.
Think SHUCHENG can see the. Think SHUCHENG can see the edge of this ball to cut it. But also coming off of this 3rd rail, the 8 ball plays big again, unless you put a little bit of.
Put like low left on it. He's
a little bit of
top.
low on it. Oh, I just missed it that way. That was slick.
A little bit of an angle. It can pop off the rail a touch. So here he might be able to get a little more if he really wants to, but you don't want to risk kind of jawing the ball just to get that extra foot, you know.
I mean, like, for a couple of inches over this distance, is it going to make that much difference? Now, getting that close to it makes a big difference.
Oh my god!
Triple G in the chat really calling Zach out on that last call
Oh,
out.
that's so good.
Refer to it as a
Oh, it's
if.
good, man. That's just so good.
Hey, you're just trying to make me feel better about mine earlier. SHUCHENG has got an open table. Just remember, for those watching right now, there is no early 10, so this will not be a win. So he's going to be trying to play the 7 off of the 10 in some way to have a shot afterwards. I think maybe just stopping his cue ball, letting the 7 kind of come over this way.
That 10 ball's sitting on a cliffy.
There's no fixing. There's no coming back. It's too late. Leave it be.
I'm done commentating. I'm just rhyming now. I'm good.
Yeah. How do you get on the 8 from here? You play this
I hit
line?
it pretty stiffy.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I like your line. I like spinning the 7. Coming here. But that's very...
Yeah. You could
I
play it with a
actually
little
was
bit
gonna
inside.
say...
What's that?
I was going to say iffy, but I wasn't meaning to rhyme.
Yeah.
But I like that line, yeah. But he needs to watch
Uh-oh.
out for that 9. He's going to find a gap, though.
Oof. It's the good side of the ball, too, I think. So if he can just stop right there, he's in prime real estate to be on the 9 on the right side. With this 10 ball, bring it back within 2. And there's some good battles in this match, back and forth.
Oh, man, it's been back and forth. What was that? 3-0, SHUCHENG. 5-3, Dave. 5-5. Then from 5-5, it went 8-5, and now 8-6.
I'm thinking about the who's
Momentum
making a
shift.
5 ball from here with Dave breaking. I don't think I calculated correctly on my guesstimate.
Wait, was that rack?
No, it's this rack.
Yeah, it's this rack, yeah.
What if he makes it on the break? I guess that'd be interesting.
Ooh, the 5 could go. Ooh.
Lucky loser in the chat saying comeback time, momentum
4
shift.
rails? 5 ball, 4 rails, or would that be the 2?
I think the 5 ball's going here. I even have the color for the 5 ball for my.
Look at this. Just look at that, dude.
Look at that line, indeed. Like that. Like SHUCHENG's looking at it like, what the heck? They're both laughing about it. That's.
If the 8 ball was, it's almost the Big Dipper.
Yeah, you just need one more where the cue ball kind of makes it the Big Dipper, doesn't it?
In a sense, yeah.
If you don't know astrology like me. Easy.
This would be a really fun rack to run out. Like, if we get the out here, that's cool, man.
Sophia Tran, welcome in the chat saying looks like a new drill Or not a new drill. Looks like a nice drill. Excuse me. G's saying one pocket drill, short side. Ooh.
That 5 to that 6 is just gonna be. I mean, you gotta get kind of in this area, really.
Yeah. Sophia
Watching
tuning
it
in from work
work?
right now.
All right.
Shh, don't say it too loud. Someone might hear.
Shh.
Yeah, congratulations, Sophia, on the another win. You've been out there just killing it. Patrick Nix brought that to our attention. Look at how
Wow.
he just
He
cinches
said, "I
that
am
blue
not
ball
even
in.
gonna try to run this out."
But I mean, like his safety plate is always just so close to the object ball, and I mean, like this is a tough one. Man,
That's like the only line I see.
but like think about it from a right-hander, like it's so hard to
Ooh.
get on that line. Man, he's gonna have to be bending it. Yeah,
Oh, dang it. That sucks. So we'll start here.
yeah. He basically has to get to that point just to make contact.
I mean, your way is, nice, but the only thing is you're shooting over that 9 when you go
Yeah,
at back 2 rails.
this is a very tough spot. Wait for it. Oi! So close, so close.
Wait for it. Wait. No.
All right, so Dave just notifies Sucheng that he's on 2. So Greg, for our little side wager here, what happens if nobody makes the 5 ball?
Oh. Plot
Does it just
twist.
transfer to the next rack and you get to choose and we double it up?
Ooh.
I'm only saying that because I'm in the disadvantaged spot right now. Iris, hello, welcome. From China.
This is how I find these shots.
All right. It's a great line, but that 7 ball is huge. Well, we'll make that decision, Greg, after Sucheng makes a legal hit or not here. I almost like coming in close to the pocket and playing this line because like it's like right in there close to the pocket. Oh, the chat's in my way.
The chat's in your way?
Well, like I can't draw lines through
This
the
is what this
chat.
show's all about. It's all about the chat.
I know,
Oh,
but like it's in my
fire
way
right
of
now.
drawing that line. Oh, gosh, that was close. It's one of those when you look at it, you're like, how did that go by there and into the pocket?
So looks like Triple G gets to pick now.
Triple G gets the pick now, and he can decide if he wants to double it up or not.
I know there's
For all you
another.
tuning in, this is my normal existence in a chat. Is I tend to make side wagers on everything. If you don't already know that about me, I am what they know or call as a degenerate gambler. No, I just like the little bit of extra excitement it gets in the moment. But man, Dave just laying down the safeties that are just brutal.
Gerald, not always. Some formats want that. I believe BCA, APL rules, USAPL rules, CSI rules. I think those all apply. I mean, I think they're all CSI rules. I think it applies to in the corner, but doesn't always have to be.
And Patrick Triple G also agrees with you as well as I that to 3-foul SHUCHENG is quite the feat. His kicking and jumping game is strong, so it's a testament to Dave's defense, and they were all very well played safety shots. Playing the bank here, maybe? If it's, we can even see that edge of the ball. Tried getting behind that 3, and it just leaked out on him a little bit.
I mean, SHUCHENG's able to play a safe here. He could try to get the cue ball here, blocking the one rail kick. Just like that. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you play that safe here, right? And then now you sell out the one. I mean, in this case, it'd be a 2 rail kick, but that option has been taken away. I don't think he can go underneath the 4. So it was a great save from SHUCHENG.
Just drawing a line for reference. I don't think he can go this way comfortably. Is he playing another intentional foul? Yeah. Tying up the 3 ball up against the 10.
I was going to say, Greg, that Dave really does not want SHUCHENG to get that 5 ball.
I know, it's like he's got the earpiece in and he's like, man, that guy,
Listen,
that guy commentator cursed me earlier, and I'm making sure he doesn't
comes
make
in,
it.
starts talking about Dave, and he starts running, runs 5 racks. Yeah, he's got an earpiece for sure.
Patrick Nix in the chat, loving the tactical battles. Yeah, me too. Like, it's the safeties that they're playing are not just like casual safeties. They've been just lockup after lockup. Well, these guys are going to make this 5-ball action get real big if SHUCHENG somehow finds a way to get a 3 foul here, and we have to double it up again. Tough to get really locked up. You got to get really close to that 4. Drawing a reference line to see what angles he can see through here. I think he can pretty comfortably kick 1 rail at it. Could go 2.
I think I'm calling the 1, not the 7. You give a bigger pocket if you call the 1.
If you're calling the pocket, I think going 2 rails is, yeah. Oh, 2 rails yields results. In that position, kicking at it's really hard to get your cue ball and a return safety. I just seen well, he's gonna shoot it before I have time to talk about it. We'll see how it goes. Solid contact. Potentially an angle to pocket the 1 and possibly run into the 310. Gets it. Leaves something there for the 3. Pretty slim, thin slice. Could even play it off of the 7 a little bit if he wanted to. Kind of tough to control your cue ball to stay short of the 4 and also negotiate between the 10 and the 5 to get back out. Gets there, splits the uprights, but the 6 comes into play. Could play the 4-6 combo. Not a real obvious safety option.
I mean,
Get
it's not
lockup.
terrible, given the felt has been redone about 2 months ago. I think if you hit it at a slower speed, we may have it kind of trickle its way in.
Super tough, though. You got to hit this ball really good to play this combo. Perfectly played. Wow. He hit that ball pure. And I think I'm about ready to lose some money.
No, he picked SHUCHENG.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, for 10.
And he's got 3 balls hanging over pockets for the rack. Curious to see if he plays short side on the 9 over in here, or if he goes for the larger target area of anywhere in this area. Goes for the larger area. Gets perfect.
So this 10 ball.
Gets him on
But
the
Dave
hill.
BERSENADZE on the hill. Ahead by 4 game.
And
We've been having comebacks all match. It's
on
not
all the
over
matches
until
on.
it's over, folks.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, you get to pick now, Trevor. Can I go 3 foul for 20? No, I'm kidding. I'm out. But I'm not picking who's getting 3 fouled. I'm just calling for the 3 foul. I guess I should start at 5. You guys have been having fun doubling it up.
Man, I am just really enjoying the safety plays from both players.
Yeah, they're playing very strong safeties.
Well, and they're playing great pattern plays out. Like they're playing great safeties until they get in the position for the out, and then they're capitalizing on their opportunities.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say we're probably not gonna see a 3 foul here. But you never know.
Got a wide open look at the 1, minus the fact that the 3 ball is in such close proximity. Adds a large level of difficulty to your queuing. Proves to be no hindrance for SHUCHENG. Gonna have a pretty tight 3 ball to get onto with a pretty long cut. I think ideally if he can be coming off of the second rail here and running right dead into the 10. Oh, he's putting draw on the ball. Smart. Guarantees a look. Yeah, the position on the 4 and the 5 are real critical here. Get on that 6 ball correctly.
It's done a little thicker than he wanted to.
Yeah,
Kind
caught
of
the
when that
far.
ball died down.
I agree. Now he's kind of in a little bit of a less
How do I
predictable
run into
position.
this 5 ball kind of deal?
Yeah. Wow.
Just like that. That's how you do it. Now, I think I'm gonna try to just get myself somewhere in this area. I mean, you want to be. I mean, you can see he's pointing here, right? But you don't want to flirt with that 10 ball too much. You want to give yourself an opportunity to make it.
I think the natural line,
Yeah.
like this. I just like drawing lollipops to see.
Lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop. You wanted the song? Is that what you wanted? That was so long ago. Oh, look at this. He goes the extra rail. He's going to get pretty good. He's a little steep, but I don't know, man. Close.
Yeah.
That whole lollipop thing was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. He could draw or shoot directly into the 6.
Man, draw up onto this 10.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing 2 rails along that position. Kind of calling it in case it goes. It's going in the corner, though. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I was going to hit the button.
Sophia saying, Zach with the vocals, I see you.
Who's supposed to be bringing their flute onto the stream?
Who was that? I feel like it was Sophia, wasn't it?
I think it was Sophia.
These 4 balls, though, Dave can string them together and could be for the match. This is pretty straight. Wow. Beautiful stroke. Perfect on the 8. And cut this in just about at any speed and have a shot with natural position on the 10.
He's on the perfect side of the 9 to just kind of up to the lower end of the table. Maybe play this 2 rails. Probably going to draw out. And
SHUCHENG is
SHUCHENG
hopping
is
up.
going to concede.
What a
And
great
that will be
match.
that. Man, that was a great match.
Like the safety plays, the back and forth, just had a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
an incredible match. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I want to extend our thanks to Jason Weir and Katie for coming on the show and talking about the upcoming Don Weir Memorial. We'll be starting Thursday at 6 p.m. We have an exhibition match between Shane Van Boning and Chris Reinhold. And yeah, so if you're in the greater Seattle area, we'll be up. Trevor and I will be up at the Golden Fleece in Everett, Washington. This is where this match has come from, and we should be there all weekend. I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah. Make sure if you're in the area to come down, support Dave and Kim at the Golden Fleece for all they're putting together for this event. Really appreciate them hosting this, bringing us in, letting us have this happen. And my hats off to Dave, man. I'm kind of just in awe of the
he shot
safety
very
play.
well.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
man, just
lights
simple, executed safeties really show that that can really win matches. I mean, playing against a player like SHUCHENG, I mean, as Patrick was stating in the comments earlier, I mean, it's hard to 3-foul SHUCHENG, his kick game and all that. So a great showing from both players, a great match to watch and to commentate.
My cheeks are gonna hurt tomorrow. I was smiling for like 2 hours straight.
I had a great night. This is a great night. Great night on Hot Seat and Chill, man.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys this weekend, and we'll see you all later.
All right. Have a good night.
Later, Zach.